saw you from behind. I could tell you had them crazy eyes. Maybe I should have turned and ran. Instead I was drawn into, coaxed into that swamp in which you lay. We wallowed round, spinning each other down, and together we thought we could rise above.
Nobody put him back.
Sometimes they are signs for hell. Can be better when you're lying by yourself down below. Maybe we should won't heed this call. If you're standing cornered in a room, shadows coat the walls. Just you flip on the switch and I swear that you'll be on standby no more. As the months they became my life, well, I doted on everything that you said. Really, I should have packed it up, sent it off, left myself alone without those thoughts. Maybe we should both heed this call. If you're standing cornered in a room, shadows coat the walls. Just you flip on the switch and I swear you'll be on standby no more. And if your feet should get caught in the mud and there's not a branch in reach, just you say now and start and I swear that you'll be running soon. Thanks very much. To finish off, I'll play another song. This song's called Palm Tree. La mer spoke in tongues and lulled me off to sleep. Don't give yourself away. You might just find that what you try to hide. Ooh. This is next to my window. your little tree turning brown. I might just let it die. Oh, you know that I won't. Ooh, 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 ooh. I guess that sage was confused, led me down a windy road, but he taught me some truth. Build a house, invite them in. Thanks very much.
Devin. Hello, Devin, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear applause for him again. Great. Well, I'm having quite a day. Just broke my favorite nail.
Oh, jeez.
You know, shit pours just down from the sky all over us. One thing I learned a long time ago, the universe doesn't give a crap about any of us. Just keep on trucking. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the stage now one of my favorite performers, Maria.
Swap.
The songs we used to sing to you.
Maria, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for Maria. And now I'd like to bring to the stage a singer-songwriter who we love a couple of weeks ago. I'm sorry that the camera crashed on him last week because he was premiering a new song that was just killer. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Johnny Hernandez.
Yeah, Johnny. And we will enjoy that song again tonight. Oh, good. Second song. The camera's having trouble, but I think it's working right now. And if it doesn't work again, we'll play this song again. Because that song, it stays contemporary. Okay, so we'll start out with something. Actually, I just wrote this last night, so we'll see how this comes up. And of course, all my songs are sing-alongs, as you guys know. Yeah. We wait for time to pass. Sometimes we want it to go quickly. Other times we wish it would last. But what if time, oh sweet time, really doesn't move at all? Just an illusion we pass through on our way to that cosmic waterfall. You know they say time's like a river, ever moving beside the bank, and we float along its distance trying to survive the entire lake. But what if we're the fluid spirits weaving unaware through that static storm, expectantly dreaming time into existence just to take us places safe and warm? You can sing along now. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. Safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. So we try to go with the flow. At least that's what we tell ourselves while we avoid the undertow. While time, that trickster time, isn't really going anywhere at all. It's just a deception, a ruse, an invention we use to distract us from that final curtain call. You know they say time's like a river, ever moving beside the bank, and we float along its distance trying to survive the entire lake. But what if we're the fluid spirits weaving unaware through the static storm, expectantly dreaming time into existence just to take us places safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. Safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. One more time. Safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. Safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. Yeah, they may say time passes when you're having fun, and there's never enough when you're on the run. We make it, refuse it, we save and abuse it, cherish it but can't replace it once we lose it. No surprise, it's the final measure of our lives. You know they say time's like a river, ever moving beside the bank, and we float along its distance trying to survive the entire lake. But what if we're the fluid spirits weaving unaware through a static storm, expectantly dreaming time into existence just to take us places safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just want to be safe and warm. Safe and safe and warm. We just wanna be safe and warm. Oh, safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just wanna be safe and warm. Safe and warm. Safe and warm. We just wanna be safe and warm. And so we wait for time to pass. Sometimes we want it to go quickly. Other times we wish it would last.
Yeah.
Johnny boy.
Woo, Johnny.
Okay. So, Natch, is that camera working right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's called Strawberries and Rainbows. It's basically an anti-war song.
Yeah.
And yes, there's a single. You're all expecting.
And are there rainbows?
We may feel good about strawberries and rainbows, big splashy flowers painted on hippie vans and so much more. But with each cemetery trip, where does all the pain go? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Again, why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? First I said motherfucking, cause that's who gets fucked first. Every mama losing a child can't think of anything much worse. All the senseless grief and carnage culminating in a hearse, as those breathless, lifeless bodies accumulate like a plague-born curse. While we may feel good about strawberries and rainbows, big splashy flowers painted on hippie vans and so much more, but with each cemetery trip, where does all the pain go? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Now I know this world has problems, human nature what it is. For every someone who wants something, someone else takes it on the chin. And though this world has great abundance, enough resources for all, the greedy reluctance to share is the fatal despair that will end us all. We may feel good about strawberries and rainbows, big splashy flowers painted on hippie vans and so much more, but with each cemetery trip, where does all the pain go? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why do we tolerate the injustice? Why do we put up with all the hate? They say this is one of the most peaceful times in humanity's history. Ha. But with wars going on all over, boy, we must be in such a sorry state. We may feel good about strawberries and rainbows, big splashy flowers painted on hippie vans and so much more, but with each cemetery trip, where does all the pain go? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Why are we still fighting all these motherfucking wars? Woo!
Johnny Hernandez, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's a little ode to 9/11. Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially those of you. I found it very strange last night when I went on the news. I started to look at the TV guide as I usually do, and I saw, oh, the president is going to speak. So I turned to the channel when the president was supposed to speak, and it was preempted by some sports shows. Now, when has that ever happened in the history of America, when sports shows preempt the goddamn president talking about fucking war?
See what I mean? Stop babbling about baseball.
So anyway, he finally got his message out, and it was, we're all going to war. We're going to take over the Middle East and turn it into a little America. So we'll see what happens. God help all the poor young kids that are leaving here and going someplace else to die. So, on that bright note, I'd like to welcome to the stage one of my favorite musicians. This guy is so heartfelt and soul-felt. Ladies and gentlemen, Rainbow!
Yeah!
Rainbow!
This song goes out to everybody, including myself. It's called Before You Wind Up Dead, or even worse.
Yeah.
When you're gonna wake up, when it's gonna stop. What it's gonna take for the end all this day. Better get out of your head before wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, worse than that mushroom cloud is gonna be so loud. Paint the sky red, as red as bloody dead. Better get out of your head before you wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, worse than that. Wars all come and go, as does death take its toll. Blood is bound to spill from the bodies killed. You better get out of your head before you wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, or even worse than that. Are you caught by the politicians whose lies you believe? gesture. Oh, I've learned to deceive. Better get out of your head before you wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, or worse than that. Before humanity is lost at such a terrible cost. Before they drop another atom bomb and the Holocaust comes, you better get out of your head before you wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, or even worse than that. Hey, you're standing on a bomb, got your eyes in a fog. Well, when you're gonna learn that the radiation burns, you better get out of your head before you wind up dead. Before you wind up dead, or even worse than that.
Put your hands together for Rainbow, ladies and gentlemen. Rainbow!
This is called The Sky is Dry in the Rain. You know the sky is crying rain, while I'm feeling my own pain. So I complain to the Lord up above. I can't make it without love. Oh no, I ain't gonna make it without love. Sometimes I can't go on when it feels like all the love in the world is gone. Then I gotta lay my head down upon my bed, and I'm wishing I was dead. Yeah, Lord, I've been wishing that I was dead. I got buried in a grave. It must be love and light that I crave. Well, if I were to die tomorrow, would it put to rest my sorrow? Would it put to rest my sorrow? You know the sky is crying rain. Oh, the sky is crying rain. Crying rain. Crying rain. While I'm feeling my own pain, so I complain to the Lord up above. I can't make it without love. Oh, I ain't gonna make it without love. I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it without love.
Rainbow, let's hear it for Rainbow.
You need the mic?
Actually, I don't. I'm not. I don't sing. I'll be glad for that.
Awesome.
You should be glad for that.
Let's see now.
We'll see if I can do that.
Done.
But yeah,
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, CJ.
I'm not quite used to this, so it's going to be kind of improvisational, I think. But we'll see what we can do. This is called Old Town. I'm gonna do one based on the standard blues, except it's a little bit of a variation on it that I learned from the jazz guitarist actually.
together. Make them bleed.
That's all right, yeah. You're the artist.
That was CJ. Let's hear it one more time for CJ.
We don't get a chance to hear piano too much around here, so I let him play another little tune. Hope you all don't mind. Have any complaints, see me afterwards, and I'll not listen to you then too. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring up to the stage Lady Zeitgeist!
Logan.
This one, I'm gonna play the first song I ever played at Sacred Grounds.
Oh, wow.
A song called Jackal and Hyde, but I remixed it to be on this instead of the Chinese fiddle.
Mm.
The song goes out to anyone who contends with bipolar disorder.
Yes.
Trench coat on a summer day, never enjoyed the beauty of life. As the doctors treat her like a circus freak, as they poison her with the lithium. But she finds the medicine inside the music of her creative soul, creating light from her dark disorder, curing her of her sanity. Is this the power of Jackal? The woman with two faces, God disorder thing on her mind, but she kills her sanity.
very painful. We went from one of my first songs to my most recent. And, well, so terrible I ripped the stand head off.
Oh, wow.
Some of you know I've been going through a very, very horrible breakup. It's been just really kind of soul-sucking. And I had to write this song. I was writing a song about tough situations like extracting a vial of venom from your system, you know?
Is this taller than you want to talk?
Maybe a little taller, if we could, thank you. And I'm really glad that you're all here to be here with me on this, because you all are my children. You're all my children.
Glad to help.
And I'll probably drink after this one. Thank you. This song is called Burning Blade of Lies. All the times you said you loved me, how you wanted me in marriage, but all the times you stole my heart, how you poisoned it with your lies. I remember the night we first met, when you said I was beautiful, and I dared to feel hope for us, until I saw your true colors.
Did you ever give a damn about me? Was I ever more than your experiment? I trusted your empty promises, but the play is over, don't you act for me.
You made me believe you loved me for me, always telling me how real I am. You played the part of my lesbian partner, just to use me for your joyride. Then I see you out in the street, fucking every man you come across, and I feel the burning blade of your lies, still impaling my very soul.
Did you ever give a damn about me? Was I ever more than your experiment? I trusted your empty promises, but the play is over, don't you act for me. But the play is over, don't you act for me. Don't you dare say that you love me. You don't even know what the word means. Don't ever come around my castle again. Go back to the black hole from where you came.
You never really loved me, never tried. You saw me as disposable, and thanks to you, my heart is dead. As I wore myself
Lady Zeitgeist. And it's getting late. We're going to have to move it along here, folks. Got it. So up next, let's welcome another newbie who's never been here before, Logan, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so yeah, this is my first time here, but this is probably the most inviting open mic I've been to since I've been here. I've played a lot of around here. So, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, but I've been here for a while.
Welcome.
My name's Logan Magnus, by the way. So, it's my birthday on Saturday, so this is a song I wrote recently about growing older. So, it's called Old for My Age. I got the news by way of mail that the neighbors telephone that my mom was tired of spending holidays at home. Guess my old neighbors had one up on me, living under one roof with their family.
Nice. Thank you.
So I'll do this one. This one's called Lorna. We pulled into Tupelo, smoke from the hood, radiating about to explode. Likened it to the Mississippi. The levees broke when I slowly lost my grip. And I drove myself crazy, trying to find where our tires became a line of dashes. Everything I knew the best, slowly smoldering in the ashes. Used to duke it out over misplaced keys while the ignition was stuck on who we used to be. Well, back then I was a younger man, couldn't carry the weight of a heart in my hands. Ain't it funny how things come around further down the road when you're older? It was clear to me mid through Tennessee just why we couldn't seem to turn that old engine over. She used to call my name like those outbound trains down front Main. She took the southbound train in the pouring rain. It's still whistling her name, Lorna. Lorna, practice what you preach. I'll stay out of reach. Darling, pick up speed. And roll over me. Roll over me. Roll over me. Roll over me.
Logan Magnus, ladies and gentlemen.
you in town to stay?
I am, yeah. I've been here for a little bit.
Oh, good. Please, please, please come back if you're going to be around for a while. And let me get your beer. So while this next talent sets herself up,
make a few announcements. Next week, our feature is going to be Joshua. Joshua is that really thin little kid with the brown hair that plays dulcimer.
Oh, yeah.
You see, he plays dulcimer and he sings songs about his boyfriend. So he'll be here as our feature next week. On September 25th will be Vina B. Vina B. V-I-N-N-A. Vina B. You know, she's Dutch, or she's coming all the way from Holland. Now, actually, I just got a poster from her the other day, and she's running up and down California. So her she's already posted her next venue here. On October the 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, the hippie Beatles will be playing here for the first time. I'm excited about that. On the 9th will be Johnny from the Nouveau Coke. On the 16th, Rainbow will be our feature. On the 23rd will be Kevin North and Augustus. I don't know if you met a little old shriveled up black guy who plays blues like coming out of his heart. He's going to be here on that day. And you know Kevin, he's like a railroad track that just keeps running. Boom, boom, boom. I love the way he just chugs. And Halloween, which is the 31st, on the 30th, we will be open. And we will have Lady Zeitgeist, and we are encouraging people to come in costume, if you wish to. So I'll be coming dressed up as Mr. Natural. I know it's a big stretch, right? No, actually, I have my official Mr. Natural costume, which I will wear, my yellow robes and my shit-kicking boots. Anyone who knows me knows I never wear shoes. So I only wear shoes once a year on Halloween.
That's a really big shoe there.
Oh, there we go. Woo! It's alive! So now I would like to present, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, well, there will be a moment of
There's some Jews.
waiting for the tech crew to get the cameras ready.
Yes, indeed.
So, I'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Dream and her Sonic Imaginorium.
Thank you.
She's so tall. There we go. She's so tall. Here we go. She's so damn
me, Doctor. Drink. And I am the imagination of And as you all know, the doctor is definitely Yes, I am. And I'd like to take everyone's imaginations and take you all into the past. And you're somewhere back in time. Not too far back, but back in time nonetheless. And you're in the body of a newly appointed CEO of a corporation. And this is your first day. Yes, your first day and your birthday. How about that? All the same day. Amazing. And you're there, standing in the lobby of a high-rise office building, waiting for the elevator. Of course, it always helped to press the elevator button to get it to come. And while you're waiting, you see a couple of co-workers there. One of them's a guy that says, "Hey, congratulations, it's wonderful, they made you CEO. They could have picked a better person, let me tell you that." Of course, you know he's full of shit. Because he was in the running, and the board chose you, of course. And the other co-worker is a woman. "Hi, I remember when I was your admin, and you used to take your birthday off, as I recall, and you're here, it's amazing. Oh, well, it's your first day and everything, I understand. Well, congratulations." Of course, you know she's full of shit because you didn't take her along with you, chose somebody else. But anyway, finally the elevator comes. Elevator door opens. Everybody in the lobby, stampedes on there. We're going to go inside and and you're in the back there, pushed up against the wall with co-workers and everything. The elevator, of course, as you're coming in there, you press the elevator, the floor that you need, door shuts. Plant gets to your floor. And you get off, try to get out there, with your co-workers. Of course, you're all the way in the back. Hey, come on, get your foot out of my mouth! Would you take your hand away from there? Finally get out of there, and say goodbye to the co-workers and say hello to the new receptionist, because the old receptionist is your new admin, and you go towards your corner office. Yes. And she is to greet you. And, "Hi, how are you? Is it, I can't believe, anyway, I can't believe it. I mean, this is both our first days. It's your first day and my first day and everything. And this is wonderful. It really is." And you just tell her to get you a regular coffee and a bagel with cream cheese, because you hear the vendor on your floor there with his squeaky cart with all the breakfast goodies on it. "Oh, okay. Oh, here's your new key to your office." Of course, she didn't wish you a happy birthday quite, so the other one would have. I'm not sure whether you chose the right one, but anyway, you knock the door. Open the door.
go to your desk, sit down in your swivel chair, in front of your big desk. And you decide to give your spouse a call, and you're talking about, what you're going to do later on, as far as festivities for your birthday and everything, celebrate your new position and blah, blah, and all this. And by that time, she comes in with your coffee and bagel and sets it down there. Thank her and everything, and she's going to hold your calls and everything. She goes out, and you're sipping your coffee, munching on your bagel. And you're looking out your office window to beautiful blue sunny sky out there, overlooking the cityscape and everything. It's gorgeous. And you notice an object out there, and then as you're looking at the object, you have to look at the calendar on your desk. And the thing about it is, you notice that except for your birthday, there's really nothing really significant. It's just the first day of your new job, your birthday. I mean, what's so big about September 11th, right? And you suddenly realize that little dot's getting bigger, and it appears to be a passenger jet that's headed right at your ass. Dr. Dream, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Dream, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now we have less than an hour left for the rest of the show, and we've got about an hour and 20 minutes worth of people. So I'm going to ask you to just really get ready, come up here, do your thing, and then get right off, and we'll get the next person up. So up next, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Casada!
Mama, she took me to Fenway Park to have ourselves a ball. been gone, and you ain't coming back. My mama, she took me to Fenway Park in Boston town, and you were gone. I hope they bury you with them red.
All right.
I think the baseball songs, the positive baseball songs in, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm originally from New York.
Good place to be from.
Yeah. So I wrote Love Around the World, and some of the influence of that song was from 9/11. So I'm going to play it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, blood and iron. Oh, money and oil. Oh, greed and ignorance. Oh, we will fall. Oh, paths of victory. The town went down. They destroyed my city. Revenge they call. A war is brewing. I'll send them home. I'll bring us together. Love we hold. I'll put down power. I'll put down rage. I'll put down ignorance. Kill hate. Going round the world, around the world. Peace around the world, around the world. Going round the world, around the world. No, baby, love around the world, around the world. Segregated by difference, oh, class by race, split up by religion, set apart by hate. Oh, some use violence or death by words. Our children are crying, our people get hurt. Judged by beauty or intelligence, a judge for anything but the soul within. I'll put down power, I'll put down rage, I'll put down ignorance, kill hate. We're going round the world, around the world. Peace around the world, around the world. Going round the world, around the world. Oh, baby, love around the world, around the world.
to the stage Brian, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, can I just take it up? Huh? Can I take it up? Oh, yeah, sure. Brian, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! I'm supposed to go. How long I can go, I guess.
Let's hear it for Brian. Thank you, Brian. I'd like to thank you for keeping it brief. Okay, so now I'd like to welcome to the stage our own resident comedian, Colin Holtz, ladies.
All right, so I used to work at a medical marijuana dispensary. I quit that job.
Drug tests?
Too many to count, man. But while I was working there, I kind of wanted to go back to church, not because I was like, there's got to be something more out there, but a whole bunch of priests would come in and buy weed from us.
Oh, yeah.
It would be the best to just hang out with them and chow down on the body of Christ, you know? Just like, you got to be high to think that sounds good, you know?
Yeah.
But actually, one of the main reasons that I quit was like, I didn't expect to end up not liking Bob Marley and Pink Floyd as much as I did. Bob Marley, he's got that song, Is This Love? But he had 13 kids with 9 different women.
Yeah.
I feel like a more constructive song would be, maybe we should talk about this. Is this responsible? You know? I went on some reggae forums, and on the reggae forums they type the same way that they talk, which they're like, "Ja man," but it's like you don't need to do that. Like the forum, it's already color coded in Rasta colors, like yellow, red, and green. I'm already assuming that you're talking that way. And one of the topics was, how do you feel about homosexuality? And there's like, in reggae, I guess it's super looked down upon, but everybody was responding, how do you feel about homosexuality? And everybody was responding, Jah condemns it, man. And Jah is their equivalent of God. And then they followed up by, and I think it's disgusting, but I'm not judging. It's like, that's exactly what you're doing.
It's an oxymoron.
That's exactly what you're doing, dude. And I don't understand how, like, they can do that when, I don't know, this is going to get real hacky. I don't understand how they can do that when half the name of reggae is gay. Oh, man. I'm trying to figure out how to work that in.
That's pretty good.
Let's see. I was down in LA this last week. I had to go check it out, and it's like really nice and warm. While I was down there, I was visiting a friend, and he had a porn actor friend, and he. I was getting drinks with my friend. They met up with us, and when I said goodbye to her, I let her walk to her car alone, and then I met up with them, and he said, "You let her walk to her car alone? You are not a gentleman." I got told by a porn actor that I was not a gentleman. I was like, I got really upset, you know? Because it's like this, and then I was humbled because it's like this dude, he sticks it to women in their butt while he's calling them a bitch to their face. And I realized that he was right. Like, that's what was most upsetting to me, was that he was right that I wasn't a gentleman, and that's what he does. And then I thought about it, and I was like, well, you have to be a gentleman if any lady is going to let you do that. Like, that one wasn't really well thought out.
That's all right.
I quit my, so I quit my job at the dispensary. And one of the other reasons that I quit my job is I found out I was getting paid like 20 to 30% under industry average. So what I did was I just started doing 20 to 30% less work. But my boss was never there. So like people would come in and they would complain to me about the job they didn't know I wasn't doing. And I was like, this isn't fair, man. So I did the responsible thing any supervisor would do, and I fired myself.
Hey.
That's essentially what I did.
All right.
I had to get out.
Yeah.
I had to get out. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, I remember seeing this dude. He was outside, leaning against a building. He was alone. I was like, man, he looks so cool. That dude looks so cool. I want to look that cool someday. And then, like a couple months ago, I show up to this bar, there's nobody there, I'm waiting for my friends, I go outside, waiting, and somebody comes up to me, and they're like, oh, look at you out here, leaning against this building, looking so cool, and I was like, holy shit, fucking mission accomplished, right? I look cool, but then I remembered, I'm at an empty bar waiting for my friends. I'm not trying to look cool, I'm just trying not to look lonely. Like, that's what being cool is just trying not to look lonely. And if you want some more examples, friggin' look at James Dean, friggin' Rebel Without a Cause, Marilyn Monroe, definitely the loneliest. Alright. Gonna leave you guys with this. During the last year here in San Francisco, I've had like 3 different people try and mug me. And most recent example I have is I was sitting at a bus stop. When I looked up, this dude was standing over me. And he goes, yo! Give me your phone! And then I looked up at him and I said, no. Right? It's like, I worked hard for my phone. Okay? If I worked hard for my phone, then you have to work hard for my phone too. I'm not going to make your job any easier for you. Let's see how dedicated you are to this chosen career path of yours. Then instead of doing anything about it, he just said it again. He was like, yo! Give me your phone! And then I ignored him by looking at my phone. And he went away. I like to imagine he got home and his girlfriend was there. She was like, how was your night, honey? And he was just like, nobody respects me at work. It's like the saddest robber. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night.
Colin Holtz, ladies and gentlemen. Colin. And now I'd like to bring to the stage Buford, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, they're trying to get rid of City College, of course. Lotus? And I went to a college that was discredited, that no longer has accreditation. Right. But I have two master's degrees from New College, and this was an example of the craziness that happened to me there. I was married for 19 and a half years, and I had a pretty good marriage, but this was not one of those experiences. As I reached up to hug the young woman about to leave the expensive hippie college, I threw my arms around her neck and stuck my head on one of her shoulders, and just as I did, she took my right hand in hers, bending it softly, then putting her lips upon mine. I was happily aghast. Do you want to go to dinner, I wondered, my breath starting to slowly come back to me. No, that's all I want to do, she, in her purple streaked brownish blonde hair, said back. I looked around and wondered, there on 18th and Valencia Street, if anyone had seen our just finished act of surprise, at least on my part, romance. No one seemed to notice, or at least they were pretty convincingly pretending not to. Well, I have to do something. This one's dedicated to Ryan. It's called Baseball versus Poetry. On nights or afternoon when there is conflict in my life between whether I should go to a baseball game, one played by the magnificent Giants, I usually choose baseball. I have been confronted by poets in person or on email about this conflict. I've been worried about you. You missed the last 2 poetry music sessions. What's going on? I haven't answered the man, someone who knows a lot about my obsession with baseball. It's also hard to breach the subject of my conflict with 2 separate MC poet musicians. Time and time again, this problem has arisen, especially these days when I'm a part of more than one poetry or music group, and at the same time determined not to miss the Giants. I stand underneath the right field stands as Lincecum. Oh, right now Lincecum's in the bullpen, but when I see him again, if he comes into a game in relief, is not starting, not having won several games in a row following the most sterling of starts, a no-hitter, his second in 2 years. Just stand around waiting for him to come in during a relief stint. Aside from the 3-game deficit the Giants can overcome if they win 2 out of 3. And that's what it takes to get into the World Series. Poetry is always important, my primary talent, and what I need, at least one of the major things, the other, of course, being baseball, that keeps my blood pumping. The Arizona Diamondbacks are not good, so I hope it will be an easy series before the first place bad boys of the National League West come barreling in wearing Dodger blue, and their fans being a brand of obnoxious, paralleled only by the New York Yankees in the American League East.
Let's hear for Buford. And now, again, someone very personal. I've known this lady for a long time. I've seen her in plays outside of here and doing things elsewhere in the community, so she's not just a Sacred Ground girl. She's all over town, so you're liable to see her anywhere. You guys are a little too loud. So I would like to welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Lotus.
All right.
All right, you can sing along with this one.
All right.
Don't even Hey, paradise with a parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
With a pink cocktail, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up the parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Took all the trees, put them in a tree museum. The people had to pay $1.50 just to see 'em. Ooh, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la 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 la. Hey, farmer, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on the apples, but leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. In paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. Ooh, la la la. Late last night I heard that scream door slam, and I quickly hailed a taxi away my old man. Woo, now, don't it always seem to go? You don't know what you got till it's gone. In paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. In paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, la 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 la. In paradise, put up a parking lot.
Yogi. All right.
And, okay, I know we don't have much time, so I shouldn't talk very much, so I'll just play it. I really did have a bakery, you guys. This is my advertising slogan here. Come to me at my natural bakery. I got me plenty paying customers you can have all you want for free. Oh, my oven is hot. Don't you know my buns are warm? Woo-hoo. My honey is the sweetest thing ever made by bees that swarm. Now, I can take a banana, a little whole wheat, mix them up, mash them up, and grind them up real sweet. Pop them in the oven, comes out moist and hot. My banana bread's gonna blow your brain, believe it or not, 'cause I'm a natural born baker. My bread is natural as can be. Oh yeah, well it's made without preservatives. No one trace of VHT. For you, honey, I wouldn't think of it. And let me tell you about my gingerbread. It's dark and moist and spicy.
Yeah.
I simply guarantee now your response won't be icy. It's luscious and it's rich, guaranteed to satisfy. Do you honey, my honey? There's no need to be shy, 'cause my cakes are delectable and they're lots of fun. Oh yeah. You come running back for more when third one is done, yeah. Now, rumbles are yummy. You can't eat just one. Come screaming back for the other one, honey, when the first one is done. 'Cause I know how to mix them. I know how to knead that bread. Guaranteed, Papa, you're gonna feel well fed. So why don't you must sing me sometime? And my natural bakery. Oh yeah. I got me plenty paying customers, honey. You can have all you want for free. I say I got me plenty paying customers, honey. They pay the bills. You can have all that you want. It's on me. Oh, yeah. Woo-hoo.
Lotus, ladies and gentlemen. Lotus.
All right.
Now if I can get to the stage, Step and Champ. Step.
Yeehaw! Well, it's time for the Step Champ show. And, Step Champ is in the house.
He's in the house now.
Is it happening yet?
He's out of his mind, but he's in the
It's
house.
happening. I am set up. I am prepared. This is real life, and you're already there. This is this is a movie.
Oh, good.
So don't try to deal too closely with harsh reality. Don't do this at home, folks. Don't try what I try at home.
There you go.
Because it's just a different thing. There we go. So I was slated to work in the garden that day. It's strange for me to say. So I'll have to put it in a musical way.
garden. On 9/11, I remember this lady was well-to-do. Come to think of it, I think she was around Arguello, Clement kind of neighborhood. Very young to go home. Had an idle color TV in the basement. And while I gardened, I got to watch the towers fall in color all day. And when I was a kid, I went up there when I skipped school by car. I was a bike messenger in Manhattan. I delivered to those towers. I've got a cousin who worked there. And my new style is to come unprepared. Because I am prepared. You know, as a nihilist, I'm ready for anything, you know, any old thing. And as a homeless person in San Francisco, I really, really forget how thankful I should be for this drought that's making lots and lots of suffering out there, you know. Hey, the price of wine is going to go up because of the earthquake. You know, I mean, hey, I had friends, they were waiting for their check to go to Thailand. And Thailand got its tidal wave. I said, well, what are you guys going to do now? We're going to Thailand. They need our money more than ever. You know? So I decided, with all the bucket list, the one thing I must mention, 6 months before, if you looked it up, Mike Rupert Newish, a little too much on the inside loop, and he beat Robin Williams to the punch as far as that goes, and maybe Robin Williams, like me, was a follower of Mike Rupert. He did follow Mike Rupert, and so Mike Rupert in 9/11, he wrote a book. I haven't even read it. I'm a Mike Rupert complete fanatic from radio and internet, and so I decided to play an instrumental and shut up. Out of the fire, 9/11. We're all born out of the fire, born out of the winter. And like I said at the Poetry Night Tuesday, best thing to do is breathe. So I guess I'm going to call this one Breathe. And God bless the kid that tune a guitar, you know. So let's learn to live in love, and if we throw more love at the situation, is a direct quote from me, Stephen Cham. Gotta apply more love to the situation, and if we all heal our hearts, then we can start thinking about healing the planet in some kind of form or fashion, you know, what have you.
Put your hands together for Stephen Chan. And now I'd like to bring up to the stage Marco Harps.
Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Well, let's look at it this way. What do you think, folks? Is this disturbing? Good. God damn it, because I'm disturbed, in case you hadn't noticed. And if anybody lets me forget that, well, shame on me. Not that, but that I'm disturbed. Why am I disturbed? Well,
You're so tall.
it's too deep a subject for my shallow mind to ponder. So I'll just go back to the instrument that you played earlier, young bud.
There we go.
Big Bones taught me that one. You want to hear a harmonica player, check out Big Bones. I'm always promoting other harmonica players. What's your name, young man?
Brian.
Brian on the harmonica. Okay. Big Bones can play the harmonica. Grew up here.
I did.
I threw up here. I wrote this one about where I'm from. The planet, New Jersey. I was born near Newark, New Jersey. So you know I can take a joke. I grew up drinking poison. Yes, and breathing smoke. I was born in Newark, New Jersey. Have mercy, you know I can take a joke. Thank you, blind lady. Thank you. I'll be featured on Wednesday the 24th at this bird plays poetry for 20 minutes. There you go, Mr. National. Thank you very much.
Marco Harps, put your hands together, man.
Oh, yeah. See how I am? Thank you.
And now I'd like to bring to the stage our last performer for the evening, Daryl Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, kids.
There you go.
Let's put your hands together for Daryl.
Anyway, yeah, being a hipposaurus with a... No, I have it. No, I have it. Anyway, yeah,
see the 3 holes in my head and the 12-inch chunk. You don't see the atypical muscular skeletal that had me falling down until I got this doctor to reassemble me in my 20s. And then, of course, you don't see the fact that I've been arrested and beat up for 60 times and 5150 to over 100 and taken off to nut houses because I was set up for stealing from the police syndicate, which I didn't do. But anyway, so I'm like trying to make it out of this great big deep hole, you know, the chunk in my head's no fun. And so this week was a little setback when, like, the only big deal for San Francisco, besides this place, which is magical, is this writing teacher. And I just got the news that he just had the 3 holes in his head in the chunk. Robert Harry has been in a coma and is in the hospital, so that's not so great. And then I get this other news, oh, well, you got cancer. Probably. And, oh, that's not real good news. And then 2 weeks ago when I was here, I lost my pad, you know, my, like, notebook. And this is, like, a big issue with me when my notebooks disappear. So I'm a little, like, in the same shape as Mr. Natural. Anyway, so I was, like, but, you know, I was, like, to overcome obstacles. And everybody told me, oh, you're heroic. Okay, yeah, I am. I'm heroic. So I read one time that you have to make people comfortable with your disabilities. Well, you know, like I get on the buses, and this is like per doctor's order. I mean, I'm sitting like this. Yeah, I got to have my legs up. I got to be self-massaging so that I can get from A to B and, you know, like be in one piece. I got instructions to fall asleep and take naps because I'm, you know, 65 homeless and falling apart. And struggling and trying to get on my feet. But the buses are starting to like me because, you know, like I sing songs with the kids and I'm like, here's one, you know, like, here's a great happy song if you ever want to play with kids. You just go, what is it? It's like totally, I'm losing it. Anyway, so this is like, it was an okay day for me because I have like a lot of resistance from black people on the bus. You know, the bus drivers won't let me on. You know, and then I like turn it around a little bit and then I'm okay. And then like I'm working it. I'm like put a quarter in and the guy gives me a great big, you know, like, ticket. And I'm like so happy. This is all right. This is working. You know, and then I go and I sit down with this lady and you know, she's like in this rehab place and I've like just been lectured and kicked out of Chevron where I usually cook my big meals. And I'm wondering where I'm going to have my hot meals anymore. And I'm sitting down and I'm having my potatoes that I've scammed a little bit so I get to have my potatoes. And she's like, there's no weed in there. I'm like thinking, you know, when I was a kid, my mother bought the ticket for my birthday present. She gave me these Mademoiselle dolls and everybody invited me. So here I'm like, well, I've got my weed, but, you know, let me try this. So I said, well, I've got a poem about a horse. And so, you want to hear it? And, all right, so here's what I did with this big mama, big black mama. There's an old plug horse chawing green grass juices. Comes with the process. Green, like Solvent green? Perhaps. Humor with 8. Humor making room where there's none. Well, okay. So here's the joke. The old plug-in is me. Blazing hot day, tail swishing flies away, paddock dusty. Carpools arrive. Most students come to class and they're on the rails quick and ignore me. They eye the flashier mounts, watching the Bay Stallion lawyer, the open hunter, Mr. Knowles, the Irish owner of Foxley Riding Academy, takes him masterfully around the jumping course. Anyway, today it would seem I'm to be drafted into working. As a girl with tact approaches, great, just what I need, a beginner. She's dressed all in white, new black shiny boots and jump cap. Ready, we go to the lower paddock. Thankfully, at least a third is shaded. So I'm given commands and walking my sluggish body. Walk, trot. I'm stiff, probably great fun sitting on my quirky moves. But anyway, then she decides I'm supposed to canter. Ha! Too damn hot. What a joke. A battle of the of wills occurs as I've been around the block, you know, and I'm not cold, Ralph, for nothing. I start huffing. Not liking the clicking, certainly not liking the spurs she's smashing into my sides. Hell, I don't think I like this girl. This. Fun? What? A whip? I don't think so. I might be wrong by forgetting my dubious political position. The possibility for the likes of me to end up dog food and glue for school kids. Still, this situation has got to go. No, I screamed to myself. Suddenly I've dug all 4 hoofs in. From trot to stop. Bullseye, yes, over the top, plunk. Little white missy now, black face all over, Bedouin-like post-dust storm. Miss Super Cool, taken care of by yours truly, Ralph. Ha. So anyway, the black girl and I said, you know, that white girl was me. How come I never get the good mounts? And she said, yeah. How come?
Daryl Jones, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, next week is going to be Joshua, who will be coming, and week after that will be Vinny B. So please, please, please come and enjoy that. And it's always nice being here in front of you and giving you all an opportunity to come up here and do your thing. So tonight I'd like to go back to what I used to sing back. I put some chords to it now. So I'm thankful for your smile. I'm thankful for your wink, that little twinkle in your eye. I'm thankful for the music in your soul. When I'm feeling incomplete, you make me whole. I'm thankful for your touch, the little things you do for me that always mean so much, like being here and always being true. For this and so much more, I thank you. I'm thankful for your fire, the passion of your spirit never ceases to inspire me. I'm thankful for this moment that we share, and for a chance to let you know I care. So if you feel like no one wants you, know that you're my lucky star. And I am thankful for you just the way you are. Good night, Mrs. McGillis, honey. Good night, Mrs. Goodwin. And good night, Granny Rose, wherever you all are. Good night, everyone, and thanks for coming. Please, please, please bus your table.
Right up us on your table.
Sorry, table, you're busted.
You're busted, table. I will. I'll email you.
Okay, great.
I got your number.
Awesome.
I got your
Tuesday
number.
nights I got class.
Nice seeing you, Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta
good
look
to
at,
see you.
we just started school ourselves and I got
Oh,
all
yeah.
these kids now. So I gotta look at my schedule and find out what time I do
Alright,
have.
cool.
But it's nice to be back in the money.
Yeah, tell you.
During the summer, I just lose a lot of weight.
Oh,
Yeah, you look good.
No.
See you later, man.
See you later.